Hey guys, on the menu today is my squash dressing. So let's head on over to the kitchen and let's get started. Okay, on to our dressing. Now I have my cornbread. This is I baked it in the skillet. The best thing with your cornbread is cook it like a day ahead. You want some old cornbread for better results, okay? The older the better. Let's put this away. The older the better. And it's gonna be the texture of your cornbread. Okay? Cook it a day before. Let it sit. Just let it sit on that table. And let it and it will harden up. Now. And I need some gloves. And what we're gonna do is crumble our cornbread. And then we're gonna saute our vegetables and our squash. This is 3 medium squash diced. They are diced up. Okay, and then we're just gonna saute them down. We have our cornbread and we have all our seasonings. I have another can of cream of chicken. I do have a standby cream of celery, but I don't think I'm gonna need that. I have some garlic and onion powder, ground sage. We're gonna put a hint of ground sage in there. Also with some cracked black pepper and our chicken bouillon, chicken stock. Okay, so I tell you what, we're gonna go over here and saute our vegetables. When we come back, we're gonna go in and crumble up our cornbread and work everything in together. Okay, so we're gonna. Okay, guys, here in my skillet, I have some butter. I'm gonna add my squash. Along with my Trinity, I now have celery, red and green bell peppers, and onions. We're gonna add all of that. Okay, so we're just gonna cook these until they're good and tender. Okay, guys, while my veggies was cooking, I went ahead and I crumbled up my cornbread. Okay, and so we can get that crumbly, and we want that real crumble real good, as fine as you can get it. Okay, we don't want any lumps in there. So I like I said, crumble it as fine as I could. Okay, so our next step, we're gonna go on and add our I can get the gloves on. Let me see that. That finger go over there. Come on, girl. My hands are wet. So that's why it's not cooperating. Okay, so we have another can of the cream of mushroom soup. And in this bowl, oh, that went out the way. We're gonna add our cream of mushroom soup. Now we already have our Trinity. We already cooked it and it is cooling off. Make sure you let it cool before you even add it to the rest of your mixture. Oh, that one came right out. Okay, so we have our cream of mushroom soup. We're gonna add some more garlic. Remember, the cornbread is plain right now. It's just bland. It's buttermilk. I have 2 kinds of cornbread, the buttermilk and then just regular cornbread, plain cornbread. So we're gonna add some garlic powder, onion powder, some ground sage. You don't want too much sage because you want to be able to taste your squash. Remember, it's called squash dressing. We're gonna add some more of the chicken bouillon. And some black pepper. Cracked black pepper. Oh, you just have regular pepper, that's fine. Okay, and then we're gonna go in and add our chicken broth. I'm gonna start out with about a cup of the broth. And let me get a whisk. We're gonna need a whisk on this one. Let's get a whisk. Now this is a mixture we finna put in our mix, our cornbread mix. Perfect. Let's move this out the way so y'all can see. Okay, let's add some more broth. Now we already added about a cup. Let's add about another cup. Okay, now let's go in and add it to our cornbread mix. And then we're going to add in our Trinity. I did let this cool off, okay? So we're going to go in and add that. Remember, we seasoned our Trinity. So we should have about enough seasoning in here where we shouldn't have to add anything else. Okay, so let's work it. Oh, y'all, it is so pretty with these colors. It's just so pretty. I love making dressing. I just love to see the red and green bell pepper and that celery and onion in there. Makes it so pretty. It looks good. Really good. Okay, so I think I've stirred it enough. We're gonna add a little bit more broth in there. Just a little bit more. Okay, and this time we're going in with our hands. Just to make sure everything is mixed well, okay? So far we have about 3 cups of broth in here. Maybe a little over. Just like that, y'all. It smells really good. Okay, so our next step is to go on and taste it. Make sure it's to our liking. It's good and moist. Y'all look at that. It's just good and moist. Look at that. Okay, and I am pleased with it. So let me taste it before I'm completely pleased. Okay, so let's taste it, y'all. Get right in the middle where all that good seasoning is, and let's taste it. Bam! Perfect. Perfect. I don't have to add anything. It's good right there. And I can't wait to eat it with that chicken and gravy tomorrow. We good. Okay, so I have a casserole dish. We're going to spray our dish. Easy cleanup, right? So spray it real good. And we're just gonna put it in our dish. Ooh, that's good, y'all. That is good. Simple and easy as that. Just take a little time. And I think I started to get the larger casserole dish, but honey, I think this is just perfect. For my little family anyway. Okay, so we're gonna let it rest overnight. Let all those seasonings get in there and combine and hang out together. And then in the morning, we'll put it in the oven, 350 degrees for about 40 minutes, uncovered. Okay? Uncovered. Okay, so I can clean my kitchen up now. And when I come back, we're gonna have some cooked dressing.